besties, welcome back to my channel. It's a girl Stels. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about something. Um, yeah, I thought long and hard before I did this video, but I feel like why not do it? Like a lot of people are learning from these things, right? And it can actually make someone change his or her mind. So when I got into Canada as a permanent resident, my friend, shout out Hope, hi, was always telling me about Osap. Stella, you don't want to do Osap. Why don't you want to do? Have you gotten a job? I'm like, I'm starting one in a week. She was like, so what are you going to do in your weekend? What of your husband? Has he gotten a job? He has interviews. I was giving her plenty of excuses that she did not understand what my excuse was. And this was February. March entered. Hope reminded me, Stella, how far this OSAP application? Are you not interested in it? I'm like, well, see, I want to upgrade my skill, but to go and do school, I don't have power for school. Hope reach out to me again. Stella, it's like, you're not serious. So. I'm telling you how she actually sounds. Like, you're not serious. So I didn't think too much about it because I just wanted to work, earn, and have a good livelihood. That was just my plan. Like, I started with, when I came here, I already registered with Certification Edge for a business analysis program. I didn't finish it. I went through more than halfway of that program, but I didn't finish it. You know, it was a lot for me because of the time differences and all of that. I couldn't cope up. You know, study, the class is ongoing in Nigeria, and look at the time I'm logging in to watch, to join the class. So it was a lot for me, and I couldn't continue. So that actually discouraged me from anything schooling for now, as at that time. You know, I thought long and hard about it till my namesake, Oluchi. I went to see her the other day and she was like, she's working. She was working from home and she was like telling me about her program. You know, she told me about her program. I was like, how do you do it? You have two kids, you have a husband, you have a job. How are you doing it with school? She was like, girl, if you set your mind to do it, you will do it. And I thought about it and she just told me. Initially, I thought that, this girl is just telling me this thing so I can join her school. But I'm like, it's not about that. When someone sees something good, they would push it to you. So if you come to Canada, I would definitely advise you take the OSAP grant. Now, what is OSAP? So what is OSAP? It's Ontario Students, is it student application? Student Assistance Program. Now, I'll explain to you how it works. You have to get admission, and the government gives you a grant and a loan. Depends on your family size, and also depends on your income. Now, when she told me about it, I'm like, I don't want to take loan from government to take loan from government. I hate loan. Like when I was in Nigeria, when my colleagues were taking car loan, buying like nice cars, I didn't do that. I don't like anything loan. Like I've never liked a loan in my entire life. I like to just work for my money and spend that money I've worked on, you know. But she told me, she was like, this loan is not like Nigerian loan, no. Yes, it's not an interest-free loan. You have to pay interest and you have to pay the money back. However, you're not paying this money back immediately. You're not paying this money even after you graduate immediately. I think it takes about 6 months after you graduate before you pay this money back. So you know what they say about cash at hand, what it can do for you, right? So let me explain to you. Now, there are two parts of this assistant program. There's a grant and there is a loan. Now, depends on how much your school is billing you. There are some colleges that charge as much as 22,000. There's some colleges that charge as much as 15,000. Depends on the program you're doing, anyways. So, based on how much you're earning, like when I filled the form, they used my 2021 earning, and when I've not filed taxes in Canada. If you have filed taxes in Canada, you use your tax Z report now. But what I used was, you know, when you request for CCB, that's the monthly payment that they pay your child, the government pays your child. There's this evidence of not filing tax they give you, and that shows how much you declared that you were earning for 2021, 2022, for the previous years anyways, while you were not in Canada. So that was what I attached to that application. So when you convert a Nigerian salary to Canadian dollars, it didn't shock. It's not shocking, so you are automatically categorized as a low income earner when you is it transcribed now. Once you convert your Nigerian earnings to Canadian dollars, you're automatically counted as a low income earner. And in some instances, you can get as much as $35,000 in cash and in grants. Sorry, in grant and in loan. It now depends on how much your school is charging you. If your school is 20,000, 22,000. Imagine removing $35,000 from $22,000 and you have as much as $13,000, right? But like I said, the assistance program is in two parts, the grant and the loan. Now, should you take the loan or not is highly dependent on you. While I was while I was contemplating taking the loan, my friend told me, Stella, collect it. If you don't want it, give it to me. If you don't want the loan, give it to me. I will give you back after you graduate. I know she's the kind of person that will definitely pay me back. I was like, wait a minute. I know what you want to do, and I'm going to do what you want to do. So because the program is a 1-year program, and you might not need the loan. What can you do with that loan? You can actually put that loan in a GIC. My previous video, I talked about guaranteed investment certificates, like a fixed deposit. You can take that loan and put it in a fixed deposit for a year. No matter how small the interest, no matter how small the proceeds are, whenever you get the proceeds, return the money back to the government and the proceeds are yours. Even if it's $1,000, it's still your money, right? And it's still something. So my point is, in this situation, the government is paying for my school. I'm not spending $1 for the education. In some situations, if the school fees is higher than the amount they're going to give you from the government, you have to add your own funds to it. But in this situation, the grant could pay for the amount could pay for my education, so I don't have to add additional sum to it. Another thing I want to point out is, if you don't have kids yet, the amounts that will be given to you will be so small in grants. Will be so small. So this is actually beneficial to those that have kids, because they are looking at your family composition as well before giving you that amount. So will I advise you to take the loan? I would advise you to take the loan. A lot of people even use these monies for down payment of their houses. I would not encourage that, except you have sustainable income to carry up your mortgage, because interest rates on houses now are skyrocketing. I'm going to do a video about renting a house and owning a house in Canada. What is the situation now? The best option. A lot of controversies about the interest rates. I don't even want to go there. And so some people even use these funds to secure down payment of their houses, and move out of a house in move into their own house in less than 6 months or 1 year living in Canada. So sometimes when you see videos about how I moved into my own house in 6 months, or how I bought this car, or how I bought this car with my money, sometimes it's not their money. They have collected Osap money from government. Imagine collecting. That is why don't believe everything. Don't believe every narrative that people push out there for you. You might feel like, this person has money that she can be able to, move into a house at once. She can be able to buy this brand new car of $20-something thousand. That might be Osap money in the mix, So the point I'm trying to raise is, it's not a bad thing. This is money that government has put aside for people based on the amount, based on your income, and categorizing your income from Nigeria is low income. And so, yes, the point I'm trying to raise here and now is, it's not a bad thing. If you are thinking about it too long, don't think about it too long again. Make the decision immediately. Do you want to sacrifice the time to school? Do you want to gain new knowledge? Do you want to get extra funds? Do you want to be in a situation whereby you don't have to pay for that education? As long as you are within the bracket, you're not plagiarizing any documents, you're not forging any documents to show that, to reduce your earning from your home country. Everything is accurate, and it's something that you meet the criteria. Go for it. Get the knowledge, get the funds, and You know, do what suits you best. If you don't want to collect the loan, leave it. Just let them pay for the school fees. If you want to collect the loan, collect it and make the best of it, right? All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I know I've been able to clear one or two people's doubts about the OSAP loan and about the OSAP grant and loan. Now, there's, like I explained, there's grant and there's loan. You can decide to leave the loan. You can decide to go with just the grant. Your school can decide to process it for you. Like me, I had nothing. I had no dealings with OSAP. My school did everything for me, and I just got the alert and I got the money. Chicken, I just like that. So I didn't go through anything. I submitted all the required documents they asked for, and I got the money. So, guys, I just want to explain to you that it's not a BC. I am just now I'm just a little overwhelmed because I'll go to work, come back and join classes. You know, if you can join online class, if you can register for online programs, if you don't have a job, or you have a job that you can, or you have online classes that are flexible with your work schedule, go ahead. If you want to go and enroll in physical school, if you have the capacity, go ahead. But this is something I feel like people should take advantage of and people should benefit from. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you have questions, shoot me an email at stelsluchi@gmail.com. Drop a comments in the comment section. Let me know, have you had any bitter experience with OSAP? Do you enjoy the program you're doing? Are you just doing it for the money? Or you want to learn? You know, if you have questions, do shoot me an email or drop your comments in the comment section again. I may your girl Stels. Next one. Bye-bye.